Welcome to Cinema Bites. Your go-to for movie recaps in a flash? Big twists, epic moments, all in just minutes. Then she goes down to have breakfast with them and learns from H that the video of her annoying people has spread on the internet and that everyone is criticizing her for what she did. She takes the opportunity to make their account count and goes in to make tea. She asks the boy about the reason for his parents' separation, but he refuses to talk about the issue, and she respects his decision. When she returns home, Tanner, her elder brother, reads people's comments on what happened and sees that her behavior could cause them a lot of loss and that she must learn how to control her actions if she wants to remain successful, and goes out to meet Ahmed after receiving a message from him. We learn that Ahmed is still continuing his investigations about Jihan and says that the financial manager of the company, whose name is Yusuf, killed a girl a while ago, but they discovered the crime since it happened in one of the company's buildings, and that Yusuf later fled to Paris and just returned a short time ago. He is currently staying in a hotel, and it appears that he has killed a lot and that women are Yasemin's only weakness. She tells Ahmed that she wants to kill him, but he says that this time, it is not necessary to kill him, and that they just want to reach Jihan through him. We learn that Yasemin has to film an advertising campaign the next day, and that they are still looking for a suitable location, so they decide to do it in the same hotel where Yusuf is staying, so that she can take advantage of the opportunity and finish her work and the new mission at the same time. At night, Yasemin notices that Akin is sneaking out of the house to call someone. When she goes out after her, Akin is very scared and says that she was talking to her mother, but Yasemin does not believe her, and it appears that she was calling Fatah. After that, Yasemin goes out to meet the investigator, Ganesh, who will help in the preparations for the new role. In a short time, the two become close and become friends to the point that Yasemin tells her about her relationship with Fatah. The next day, Yasemin is busy filming, receiving, changing her clothes, and pampering herself. She also wears a mask and then goes into the hotel to meet Yusuf, who is busy with his party that is full of girls. Yasemin waits in his room as if she is one of those girls, and when he sees her, he is very impressed by her and asks her to take off the mask. As usual, she ignores the talk about the resemblance between her and the actress Yasemin and says that she is used to hearing this word and pretends that she is from France and does not understand Turkish. For this reason, Yusuf takes his time in talking, and at that time, he receives a call from one of Jihan's assistants and Bert Boa, arranging a meeting between Yusuf and Jihan the next day at night. So she gives Yasemin the exact place and time, and with that, her mission is done. She leaves Yusuf and goes out and sees one of the security guards, and it appears that he is suspicious of her because of the mask, but she is able to escape from him and returns to change her clothes and completes the photo session as if nothing happened. On her way home, she asks Ahmed to investigate Fatah for the second time, and it appears that he started to worry about her. We know that this day is Yasemin's birthday, and Fatah brings her a cake. She goes home and discovers that Akin is throwing a party for her and that she called Fatah yesterday to invite him. When she saw her, she got nervous and had to lie. The party starts and it appears that Tanner and Akin have become very close to each other. As for Yasemin, she is careful to keep an eye on Fatah throughout the party because she no longer trusts him. Suddenly, she finds that he is not there, so she concludes that he entered the house and goes to look for him. It appears that Fatah is in the basement, as if he is searching the place. Fatah proves his position by saying that he likes the house, and that is why he takes a tour of the place, but Yasemin is not convinced. After that, Fatah makes an excuse that it is late and leaves. After the party ends, Yasemin records a video in which she apologizes for her way with people and says that she is going through a difficult period and that is why she is nervous. The next day, she starts preparing for the new mission, and as usual, she jokes with her wig and makeup. The two of them arrive at the place, and there Ahmed gives her a small camera to record what is happening. As soon as she gets out of the car and moves on her way to the place where she will be received, Ahmed receives new information, writes that Fatah deceived them all and that he is a police officer. As for Yasemin, she met Yusuf, who is sitting in his car waiting for Jihan. When Yusuf tries to hit her, she pulls out the knife and slaughters. At that time, the police arrive at the place, and it appears that Yasemin is hiding on the side so that no one sees her. Fatah philosophizes and knows that he is a policeman, and philosophizes that they are against her, and luckily she is able to escape. We go back in time 2 months, and we learn that Fatah is the one who handles the Hunter case, and that he was once able to catch one of her victims before he died. This person pointed to her picture on TV and said that she was the one who did this to him, and after that, he died immediately. That is why Fatah has been chasing and waiting to get evidence against her, and he spent a long time looking for her. He gathers all the evidence, and one day he talks to his manager, who was not at all convinced that the hunter is the actress Yasemin, especially since the dates of the crimes always coincide with the dates of her parties. But Fatih thinks that this is clever of her and that she did it on purpose to finish the mission and go to the party immediately without anyone noticing or suspecting her. It appears that Fatih investigated her and found out that a man named Mazhar adopted her and her sister Darin. After a while, his house caught fire, and news of the three's death spread. But it is clear that Yasemin managed to escape with a certain plan. There were many complaints from girls against Mazhar at their house, claiming he was harassing them, but all these cases were closed immediately after his death. After many discussions, the manager gives him a month to search for Yasemin and confirm whether she is truly the hunter or not. On his way out, he meets Güneş and tells him what he discovered. And the surprise is that Güneş is his ex-wife and H's mother. In the present, Yasemin sits talking with Ahmed, and the two of them are shocked that Fatih and Güneş could deceive them. Ahmed reveals that Fatih actually killed someone a few years ago during a mission, but it was a mistake, and the police framed him. Since then, he has felt guilty and has been depressed for a long time. It seems Yasemin is very upset, especially since she has started to develop feelings for him. At this time, Fatih and Güneş are sitting with the manager, and the surprise is that Fatih for the first time starts defending Yasemin, saying he was wrong to think she was the hunter. Güneş admires that he is doing this because he loves her, but Fatih refuses to let her interfere in his personal life, as they divorced a long time ago. Güneş becomes upset and tries to keep their son away from Yasemin and the case. Meanwhile, Yasemin gets angry and says that his wife has been trying to reach him for days, but she doesn't know. At this time, Akin is in the room with him, takes pictures of him, and hides them. Despite everything that happened, Yasemin decides to meet Güneş. She pretends that she knows nothing, and a report comes to Güneş about a murder. She says that the person who was killed was the one who gave them the address of a businessman named Yusuf. Yasemin concludes that this is about Yusuf, whom she still believes was killed, and she suspects that Cihan is the one who ordered his men to kill this person to cause the death of one of his men. Yasemin believes this and decides to go with her, ensuring she does not leave the car. They arrive at the crime scene, and the forces move under Güneş's command and raid the house. Yasemin waits in the car. Suddenly, she sees the killer running outside, manages to stop him, and sees his face, but he escapes quickly. Yasemin also escapes and sends Güneş a letter apologizing for leaving, using the excuse of having a job. She draws a picture of the person she saw and gives it to Ahmed to investigate and deliver to Cihan. Through him, Ahmed is asked to leave this matter to him and focus on Fatih to uncover the police's role. That night, Yasemin goes out with Güneş and tries to bring her to Fatih's cafe. The two of them pretend it's their first meeting. Yasemin pretends to believe her and tries to annoy Güneş by getting close to Fatih in front of her to make her lose her temper. After a while, Fatih leaves to get a drink. Yasemin takes the opportunity and begins to tease her further, saying that Fatih told her he was married to a crazy woman. She also says that H is very fond of his mother and loves her. She gives Güneş a drink and keeps urging her to leave. Meanwhile, Yasemin slips a sleeping pill into his drink. As soon as he falls asleep, she begins searching the house. When she returns home, she finds Akin crying over something she discovered about Taner. Yasemin seems to sympathize with her deeply, but Akin asks her not to interfere and let her handle it. The next day, Fatih wakes up and realizes that Yasemin has found the place where the secret case about her, containing her pictures and news about her and her victims, was being investigated. He concludes that he has been exposed and feels distressed. Meanwhile, Yasemin begins preparing for the fashion show she is participating in. Ahmed, on the other hand, is still focused on identifying the man in the picture. His men manage to locate this man, who is apparently at the fashion show Yasemin is attending. Ahmed rushes there and informs Yasemin of the situation, asking her to focus on her work while he handles it. After some time, he spots the man in the picture and follows him to a secluded place. Another person joins them and strikes Ahmed on the head, causing him to lose consciousness. They kidnap him. At the end of the show, the director approaches Yasemin and introduces her to the producer. The surprise is that the producer, Jahan, is Mazhar himself. At this time, fans surround Yasemin, and as soon as she escapes from them, she discovers that Mazhar has left the venue. She begins to worry about Ahmed, especially since she tried contacting him, but he didn't respond. After searching the area extensively, she finds his phone on the ground and concludes that Mazhar's men have kidnapped him. While she is scared and confused, she receives a message from an unknown person, who turns out to be Mazhar, asking her to return home. There, she finds him waiting for her, and it appears that Akin is also in the house, but she is hiding and observing them. It is revealed that long ago, Yasemin decided to take revenge on Mazhar because of his insults towards her, and for this reason, she locked him in the house and set it on fire. Mazhar was able to escape, and he takes her to take revenge on her, but she ignores all of this and asks about Ahmed. Mazhar shows her a video of him and reassures her that he is still alive. He orders her to follow his commands, so that Ahmed can return to her. Mazhar changes the subject and seems to know everything about Akin and is certain that Yasemin is afraid of her because she reminds her of her younger sister Darren. Then he leaves, and Fadila Akin comes out of her hiding place. She asks Yasemin to explain what she overheard, but Yasemin ignores her and enters the room. The next day, she goes to visit Fath at the cafe. For the first time, the two of them start speaking openly. Fath threatens to arrest her as soon as he finds evidence, but Yasemin says she is not afraid and starts talking about her role in the movie The Hunter. She says she chose the role of the policewoman because she liked it more. It appears that Gunesh is standing in front of the house after she put it in her head. That is why she is determined to find evidence against her. At night, Yasemin prepares for her appointment with Mazhar. On her way out, she meets Akin, who is determined to know the truth. Yasemin decides to take advantage of her to distract Gunesh after realizing she is in her hair. So she asks Akin to take the motorcycle and go out to buy something. Akin is confused, thinking this is Yasemin, but her face is unclear because of the helmet. That is why she starts watching her and becomes exhausted when she discovers that it is indeed Yasemin and that they were able to deceive her. Meanwhile, Yasemin is able to move freely, and after a while she arrives at the address Mazhar sent her, which turns out to be the same address as her business manager. It is revealed that the appearance of Aquarius is a strong drug, and because of this, Tanner is asleep and unaware of anything. Mazhar explains that Tanner's wife and son are traveling. Mazhar speaks with Yasemin and offers her a new deal. He will return Ahmed to her in exchange for her using a live TV interview to kill Tanner in front of the public to prove to them that she is the hunter. Mazhar insists that Tanner is a traitor like the other men she killed and that he exploited Akin and entered into a relationship with her. For this reason, he argues it would have been better for them to kill him instead of looking for strangers to do it. Mazhar leaves her to think until the next day, smiling all night as he contemplates what she will do. At that moment, Fath finds out that Ahmed disappeared during the fashion show and becomes suspicious of a certain car that was parked in front of the venue. As Tai passes by, he investigates it and traces its route. The next day, Yasemin starts preparing for the TV interview after deciding to accept Mazhar's deal. She heads to the studio. At the same time, Akin is at home eating alone. After much searching, she finds a secret hiding place containing the tools Yasemin uses for her crimes. She realizes that Yasemin is the hunter. The live broadcast of the program begins. During the interview, Yasemin thanks her manager, Tanner, for his kindness and asks him to come out so she can thank him in front of the audience. The host challenges them to participate in an entertaining game. The winner chooses a specific judgment for the second round. Akin is shown to be backstage, clearly planning something. During the game, it is Yasemin's turn to carry out the judgment on Tanner, and she is about to pull out the knife and kill him. However, Akin moves faster and manages to dismantle one of the lighting fixtures, which falls and hits Tanner on the head, killing him instantly. Because of what happened, people flee the studio, while Yasemin is left in shock, unsure of how to react. Meanwhile, Ahmed is watching the program and sees what is happening. Fearing for Yasemin, he tries to go to her. After much struggle, he manages to free himself, but during the ensuing chase, Ahmed is shot twice in the back. At that moment, Fath arrives after tracing the car's route and discovering Ahmed's location. He takes Ahmed to the ambulance but leaves him sitting on the side as he goes to kill Baya from the gang. Upon his return, he finds Ahmed gone. It turns out that Ahmed stole a phone from one of the gang members and calls Yasemin, giving her his location. Yasemin rushes there, but when she arrives, she finds him dead. She sits beside his body, unsure of how to continue her life without him. Meanwhile, Gunesh begins to claim her right to what happened. While reviewing the studio cameras, she sees Akin moving to a part of the studio where the lighting equipment is located. This area has no cameras, leaving no evidence to prove Akin's involvement. As a result, they must obtain a confession from her. Gunesh knows everything about Mazhar and his agreement with Yasemin. She believes that Yasemin orchestrated Tanner's death by having Akin kill him. During the investigation, Akin pretends to be sad about Tanner's death and acts as though she cannot comprehend what happened. However, Gunesh knows she is lying. Despite this, they cannot arrest her due to a lack of evidence. On that day, Fateh is excluded from the case after the president decides to hold her for Gunesh, and Gunesh requests a search warrant for Yasemin's house, and if she doesn't reach anything, she will be arrested by Mazhar, because Yasemin will definitely try to kill him. On his way out, Fateh fights with him and realizes that he really loves Yasemin, but this time he won't allow his emotions control him. And the police, led by Gunesh, arrive at Yasemin's house to search it, and they are able to find her secret headquarters. The surprise was that she had taken everything from there, and that's why they didn't find any evidence against her. After a few days, Yasemin decides to visit Ahmed's favorite place, which he used to visit with his wife and son. He loved coming here after their deaths to feel close to them. For the first time, Yasemin starts crying because of separation, but she quickly wipes her tears so that she doesn't allow herself to weaken. After that, she decides to say goodbye to Fath, and she also loves his house. The two of them stay sitting, not finding anything to say until Yasemin decides to leave. When she returns home, she finds Akin waiting for her and says that Akin is the one who suspected her of ordering him to kill Tanner. We know that Akin did this on her own to take revenge on him after he deceived her. Yasemin tells her that she prepared her bag of clothes so that she searches for another place to stay in, and thus all that is left for Yasemin is to take revenge on Mazhar, and knows that he intends to escape by boat. So she goes to the company she deals with and asks the employee there to call Mazhar and get the address from him, and then kills the employee. Yasemin moves on her way to Mazhar's house, and there she is able to kill his men. During the chase, Mazhar is injured in his arm, so he runs towards the road and stops the first car he comes across and runs. But the person who rode with him, who appears to be a girl, gets scared and kidnaps him. And we know that she is dealing with Yasemin. At that time, the police arrive at Mazhar's house and they see his men killed. So Gunesh concludes that Yasemin is in a nearby place and remembers Yasemin's words that the heroine of the film died in a junkyard. So she decides to look for the nearest yard and thinks that Yasemin went there. At that time, Yasemin is able to kidnap Mazhar, and it appears that she is satisfied and throws gasoline on him because she burns Fabi. Mazhar tries to blackmail her and says that he has a lot of information that can benefit her and that he is the only one who has this information. He thinks that she was tired since she was a child because she was very stubborn. He says that she is very similar to her mother's personality. Yasemin ignores his words and tries to kill him and throws the lighter at him to burn him. He appears to enjoy the sight of her and is tortured. At that moment, Fath reaches her and raises the gun at her. Yasemin tells her that he treated her as if she was stupid and that he exploited the case to get close to her. When he asks her to surrender, Yasemin pulls out the gun and kills her. She arrives in the same car that kidnapped Mazhar and takes him, and he runs away. After that, Gonch and Maha, the rest of the forces, arrive and imagine what will happen when she sees Fath killed in front of her. As for Yasemin, she realizes that the girl who rode with her is Akin. We learn that they decided to cooperate and exploit their hatred for men to take revenge on them. The two girls run away after achieving everything they wished for. And the surprise is that a new message reaches Yasemin from a new unknown person, and it appears that she is excited about the adventure. If you liked today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all